Japanese companies once created some of the most exciting products in the world. Remember the Walkman, the Trinitron TV? In the 1980s, if you looked at the world's top 50 companies, a staggering 32 of them were Japanese. But today, besides Toyota, not a single Japanese company makes that list. How did this happen? How did a nation that once dominated global technology fall so far behind? Today, we're going to uncover the story of Japan's incredible rise and its shocking decline. And trust me, it's a story filled with ambition, betrayal, and lessons for the entire world. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out. Let's rewind to the end of World War II. Japan was in ruins. The atomic bombs didn't just level cities. They obliterated Japan's economy. Even before the war, the country had poured all its resources into its military, completely ignoring industrial development and the basic needs of its people. After the surrender, they had nothing left. It was at this moment of total devastation that Japan made a historic pivot. The nation declared, "No more war. From now on, we will conquer the world not with armies, but with technology and industry." They abandoned their old motto, "Rich nation, strong army," and adopted a new one, "Rich nation, strong companies." To spearhead this ambition, a powerful government body was formed, the Ministry of International Trade and Industry, or MITI. MITI acted like a national CEO, carefully selecting industries with the potential to dominate the global market: steel, shipbuilding, electronics, and automobiles. It launched a program called FILP, which pooled money from citizen savings and pensions and funneled it into these promising companies at incredibly low interest rates. At the same time, foreign companies were blocked from investing directly in Japan, but Japanese companies were free to learn from and copy their technology. But they refused to give up. In 1955, Sony launched the TR-55 transistor radio. It was a hit. A portable cassette player with no ability to record? Who would buy that? By 1980, Japan had become the second-largest economy in the world. But the very system that lifted Japan to such great heights would soon become the anchor that dragged it down. Money was flowing like water, and then came the bubble. The biggest real estate bubble in human history. In just 30 years, land prices in Japan skyrocketed by 5,000%. At its peak, the real estate in Tokyo alone was valued at 350 times more than all the real estate in Manhattan. People believed the prices would never fall. They were wrong. To cool down the overheated economy, the Bank of Japan sharply raised interest rates. The bubble burst, the stock market crashed. By 1991, bankruptcies soared by 68%. The dream was over. Even the mighty Sony wasn't spared. It was forced to lay off 17,000 workers. Japan's lost decade had begun. What happened next sealed Japan's fate. Instead of letting failing companies go bankrupt, the government stepped in with what they called zombie loans. They kept pumping money into these dead companies to keep them artificially alive. This had a devastating effect. These zombie companies had no money or motivation to innovate. A visionary named Steve Jobs was about to launch the iPhone, completely reinventing the mobile phone. And a company called Tesla was imagining a world powered by electric cars. It's not that Japan stopped inventing things. In fact, they were often years ahead of everyone else. They invented QR codes and were using mobile payments long before the iPhone even existed, so what went wrong? They were like the unique creatures of the Galapagos Islands, highly evolved for their specific environment, but completely unable to survive anywhere else in the world. While the world was shifting towards software, open platforms, and global ecosystems, Japan remained obsessed with creating perfect, isolated pieces of hardware. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.